Have you ever really liked something? Well, here's some people who brought it to the extreme form. Nationalism. Not to be confused with patriotism. It's basically that, just to its extreme form. But before we get into any more detail, just remember to click that subscribe button and hit that gray bell. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be making slime the colors of the Czech flag. Now to get into some questions: who, what, when, where, and why, and how on Czech nationalism. As we pour on our glue to make our first color, which is red, on the Czech flag, our first question is, what is Czech nationalism? And it's basically that Czech asserted themselves as their own independent nation, apart from the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, which they used to be a part of. Okay, our second question is, how did the idea start? So, they felt like dismissed by the Austrian-Hungarian Empire and after World War I, where after fighting and everything and all of those ideas sparking riots and fights and like government issues, society issues, they decided to all split up. But with that, we're going to put some shaving cream into this, if it decides to work, because we're going to make some butter slime. Our third question is, how are they involved in World War I? We know that Czechoslovakia was formed after World War I, but before that, they were a part of the Austrian Empire. So they fought against Germany, in which they won. During the war, they formed the Czechoslovakian Legion, and they were mostly airships and air patrol to help protect the skies against the Germans. And during the war, about 150,000 Czech soldiers had casualties, which means they had a lot of deaths too. With that information though, because of the casualties, we will add red, a couple of drops of red, to make the red on the flag. Okay. Fourth question, where did Czech people live when they were a part of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire? Because did they have their own separate space, or did they live just amongst them? They lived in a region known as Bohemia, which was a part of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, as because of that kind of oppression, because they were hindered away. It obviously caused some cultural opposition. And with that, we will mix. Our last question is what was the end result? When did they start basically the ideas to be their own independent country? The beginning of World War I, when everyone was kind of getting sort of into it. They always wanted to be their own thing. So especially also, there were revolutions in 1848 that played a big part into the formation of Czechoslovakia, because they had so much fighting, rioting, and there was lots of things politically that happened that caused a very big consequence. We know that after World War I, Czechoslovakia separated from the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. But this Czech nationalism didn't stop there. After that, throughout the many years that go on, Czech and the Slovaks didn't get along. So Czech nationalism, the idea started to spark. They still wanted to be their own independent nation. So then they had the big Prague Spring in 1968, and that continued to the split of Czechoslovakia into the Czech Republic and Slovakia that we know today. And to wrap it up, as we're doing that, you will add the saline solution, eye contact thing. Now we have our red color, which is the first part of the Czech flag. This is my blue slime. As we have our red and our blue, now we will make our white. This is my final color. It's supposed to be white. Now we are going to combine all these colors together to see what the Czech flag makes. This is my final color after mixing them all together. Thank you, brother, for watching.